Okay, we have an update on the building collapse in Bohol, Philippines, across the street from the BQ Mall. Now I'm doing this video in a completely different site at the immigration office in Bohol because there is simply too much noise to do this video out in the open by the building collapse, the cars, the motorcycles, and now there's about 50 men up on top with jackhammers doing the demolition. I found out the reason of the collapse of the building from a friend of mine who was a pretty big contractor here in the Philippines, and the following is the reason that the building collapsed according to his knowledge, and he spoke with the engineers themselves. Apparently what had happened, this is the high-speed internet in the Philippines, what had happened with the building is they started taking down the vertical jacks that support the building, and I'll show you those jacks right now. Now, these jacks range in size from 5 feet, if you buy the really small ones, to where you can put several together to go up as high as 30 feet. And these jacks at the bottom somewhere, or typically they have a crank on them, a spindle, where they can be adjusted somewhere. I'll go up. I can't see without my glasses, and I can't see where the spindle. There's an adjustment on all of these jacks. Could be at the top. I don't know, but they all have an adjustment. Someone took out a bunch of those jacks before the concrete had cured to move them to a different location. Not all, just some. Then the crane came in, not a jump crane, because they don't have a jump crane on the building. A crane came in to pick up the entire roof structure in bundles, the trusses, they're called trusses. It's the webbed roofing trusses, and someone picked up a bundle of those trusses, and somehow, no one is sure, even my friend, it fell down onto one portion of the parapet wall on the top floor, which would be something like this parapet wall, except the parapet wall was 12 feet high on top of a 24 by 36 inch high beam box. And once the trusses either fell or the crane operator, I don't know, the trusses somehow hit the parapet wall, and being that the wall was 12 feet high, the wall partially collapsed and then collapsed like a house of cards afterwards. So it was not an actual structural failure that caused the building collapse, but rather a series of events that led up to the collapse of the parapet wall. Again, the vertical stanchions, like maybe every other vertical stanchion, was removed. No one is counting. There's nobody there that counts. They just took what they needed and moved them, which weakened the strength of the beam box with the parapet wall on top of it. They picked up the trusses, and either the trusses fell onto the parapet wall or knocked the parapet wall down in one corner, which caused a cascading effect of the parapet wall itself. So that's my story. That's the story that I heard, and thanks for watching my videos. And God day to everybody from Michael Fazio in the Philippines.